How's it going, everyone? It is Prashan here, and we have a brand new card in Mortal Snap, and that is Moira X. She is a 1/2, and she reads, when this is destroyed, get a copy of your opening hand, which is pretty awesome. Her being a 1 cost, you being able to destroy it with cards like Killmonger or Carnage over and over again, especially if she starts in your opening hand. And speaking of hands, she pairs well with Victoria hand, so you can have some very explosive plays. So we'll go over this deck, we'll play some games, and then hopefully you could try this out for yourself. And here is the deck. And if you want like deck guides and see what the latest and greatest is, also all the Marvel lore of the new characters, you are at the right channel. All thing you have to do is hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to post Marvel videos on the daily. So here is the deck, just in case you didn't want to play Viv, Vision, or Sparky and you wanted to go another route. Here is the perfect deck for you. Moira was, what, 4,000 tokens for me? 5,000 if you're going to take that risk. And yeah, I think she's worth it. She adds another dimension to this deck. And the deck stands as the Hood, Moira, Uncle Ben, Carnage, Shadow King, Firehair, Mirage, Victoria Hand, Killmonger, Frigga, Misery, and Lady Deathstrike. So we have the Hood, Moira, Uncle Ben as our 1-drops. Of course, with the Hood, you want to either destroy it with Lady Deathstrike later on. You could also destroy it with Carnage, and you could use like Firehair on the board to copy that Hood to get 2 demons. After you get the demon, you can use Frigga to copy the demon, especially if you already have Victoria Hand out on the board and you missed that curve for the demon already. And then also having Moira, the Hood, Uncle Ben in the same lane, using Carnage in that lane, or using Lady Deathstrike or Killmonger in another lane, you could do some pretty awesome stuff. And of course, with Moira, you could do crazy, ridiculous things too, especially if she starts off in your opening hand. If you have Moira and Victoria Hand starting off in your opening hand, that's almost a guaranteed snap, as long as you have something to destroy your Moira to keep her going over and over and over again. And to destroy those cards, we have cards like Carnage, Killmonger, and Lady Deathstrike. Of course, Carnage is going to eat things on your side. You just have to be careful with a card like Shadow King, where you place your Shadow King. Sometimes it doesn't matter, especially if you have that Victoria Hand or you have multiple Victoria Hands on board. It'll do harm to your opponent more than it'll do harm to you. Just be careful. And then, of course, we have Mirage. Mirage is perfectly good to play on curve. She works well with Victoria Hand. And also, you get some intel from what your opponent is playing. This is also a Shadow King card too that you might have to watch out for, but Victoria Hand makes up with that, especially if you have multiple Victoria Hands on the board. And of course, I've mentioned Killmonger before. He's just here to knock out cards like Hood, Moira, Uncle Ben. And then Uncle Ben is here to just disrupt whatever they have going on the other side of the board. Sometimes it can win you the game on the final turn. And we have Frigga. So Frigga, Victoria Hand is one of those combos that has been around since Frigga and Victoria Hand have been in the game. So that can win you the game as well, especially if you have Hoods out on the board. Hoods turning into those demons. Just those demons alone can win you the game, especially if you get like 3 or 4 of them on the board. And then Misery. Misery can do your destroying for you again, right? So if you could destroy another Hood to get another demon, you could destroy another Killmonger to have it proc off again and destroy another Moira to get your opening hand, or kill Uncle Ben that's on the board to move him at another location. And of course, Victoria Hand, not Victoria Hand, Lady Deathstrike. I'm looking at Lady Deathstrike's big hands. Lady Deathstrike is a pretty good card. It could destroy all the junk on your side. It could get rid of major combos on their side, especially if they're playing the cards like Luke Cage or something like that. I know we have the Cosmic Ghost Rider. It gets rid of like cards in the front, but Lady Deathstrike gets rid of cards that have 3 or less power on both sides. So it's to your advantage because you can destroy your Moira, copy off your opening hand again, and you can destroy cards on their side of the board. So this is the deck. We're going to play some games. You might see Moira in some games, you might not. I'm just showing you the deck how it is, because you're not going to get Moira in every single game. This is just to help you reach infinite, and I got pretty far. I think I'm in the 80s right now, as of making this video, and it's pretty late at night or early in the morning as I'm making this video. So yeah, stay tuned and watch some of the games, and hopefully we get some dubs. So let's get into it. Alright, so we have Moira, Carnage, and Shadow King to start off. So we do have Moira and Killmonger and Carnage, so we can do some pretty cool stuff here. So let's start off with Moira. And turn 2, so we can get our hand, so we could get another Carnage if we want. But I think we could go Hood. Maybe I played Hood in the wrong spot. Maybe I shouldn't have played Hood in Hot Maze. And that's totally my bad. So let's do this. Let's go Carnage. Let's go Carnage. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go Carnage. I think we could snap. They have Herbie. Let's go Moira X. Now let's go Shadow King. Moira. Let's go Moira Carnage. We do have the Shadow King here for some Shadow King shenanigans final turn. So let's go Shadow King, Carnage, Demon. Alright, so the Viv has moved. We could go Shadow King, Victoria Hand, Shadow King again. Let's see how this fares out. And we snapped already. So let's see how this fares. I think we have some pretty cool stuff going on here. Captain Carter, Forge. Gosh, that's ridiculous over there, Surfer. That is ridiculous. Shadow King. Victoria Hand. Shadow King again. Yes, and we're able to pull it off.
Victory.
GG's. That was insane, to be honest. It looked like a bunch of chaos, but it was like controlled chaos, and we're able to figure out, well, not figure out, but we had clones galore. That is pretty crazy. GG's. Alright, so we have Misery, Mirage, Carnage to start off. Westview is our first location, and we have Moira. So we do have the Moira Carnage synergy going for us, so let's go ahead and play Moira X now. And then turn 2, I think let's go ahead and play Mirage. See, we could get some intel from them. So they have a Silk. It's pretty cool. We have Raft. Let's go Silk. Uncle Ben to move Silk. And we do have Victoria Hand, which is freaking awesome. The only thing I'm worried about is the raft. To be honest. That's what I'm worried about. Hyper Stomper. Ooh, this Silk is gonna go crazy. It's gonna go burr. Alright, so we have Machine World. Let's go Carnage. And let's put Victoria Hand into the raft. So they're gonna be able to get a card from the raft before we can, which was expected.
Great power comes...
Victoria Hand. So there's Craven, Silk. So turn 5. Let's go. I guess they're gonna move the shield. Let's go into Misery. Let's go Misery in the middle. Do they have Shang-Chi in this deck? That's what I'm afraid of. I forget that Spider-Man's arm reveal. Cannonball. Gosh, that Red Hulk is gonna kill us, huh? You go Shadow King. Carnage. Mirage? Shadow King, Carnage. Mirage. Hopefully this works out in our favor. We'll see what happens here. That Red Hulk is gonna kick our butts. I feel like the Red Hulk is gonna get us.
Opponent snapped.
And they snap. We'll see what happens here. Maybe luck will be on our side. Shield. Where's the Red Hulk gonna be? Polaris. Carnage, so they eat. They're gonna eat it. She goes in the middle now. Alright, so oh no! So close. So close. Wow, like for them to give me the Thanos emote, that is pretty crazy. Alright, so we have Uncle Ben, Victoria Hand, and Lady Deathstrike. To start off, we have Feast as our first location. Let's go ahead and play Uncle Ben. Subterranean, so we get some rocks. Let's play Mirage to get some intel. And then we could play Calling Wing. We have Moira. So let's go Calling Wing here. We could go Moira here. And we do have Victoria Hand. Victoria Hand did start off in our opening hand. So the rock is gone. Scorn. And we do have Shadow King in this deck if he makes an appearance, so we'll see. That Morbius. Alright, so we do have Shadow King. We have priority. So let's go Lady Deathstrike. Let's go Lady Deathstrike and get rid of this Mormons. Frigga, nothing to copy. Nothing to copy. We snap right there. We have a Killmonger. So let's go Shadow King, Killmonger, and we're going to get another Victoria hand, which is going to be freaking awesome. So Shadow King, Killmonger.
I want the throne. Great power comes.
Move the Frigga over, so Kylan is secure. We play Blade. Modok.
You won't need this anymore.
All right, so we got some options here. So we could go Victoria hand. Do we go Lady? Oh, they retreat.
Victory.
Oh, they retreat. GG's. So we have Shadow King, Misery, Victoria Hand, and Uncle Ben. Let's go ahead and play Uncle Ben into Astro M. And they play nothing on one. We have Aunt May's. Do I want to play Victoria Hand? Let's play Victoria Hand now. Why not? And they have Wolverine, so we're going against the Destroy deck. And we have Lady Deathstrike. Let's go ahead and play Hood into Asteroid M. I'm surprised they didn't play Wolverine into Aunt May's. I wonder what... They have like Deadpool or something they'd rather put in there. And then a Surge. Interesting. Alright, and then turn 4. Let's go Misery. And then we had the Frigga demon stuff we could do. I'm just worried about Killmonger, to be honest. Gosh, look at that. Look at that Spider-Man. Do we go Demon? Frigga. Hold off on the other demon? Or do we go Lady... Let's go... Crap. Let's go Demon, Frigga in this situation, and we could play Lady Deathstrike and Demon on final turn. Or we could do something completely different. No. Alright. I think we could snap here. Because we go Lady Deathstrike, Demon. And we should be fine. This null isn't going to be a threat to us. Sorry, there's no Moira on this one, but this is just other ways to play the deck, just in case you don't get her. But Victoria Hand with other cards is so good. Venom.
Enough said, bub.
Gosh, that was gonna be ridiculous. And it moves back, doesn't it? And then Carnage eats both of them.
Enough said, bub.
Oh. GG's. Good stuff. That was scary. Lady Deathstrike, Frigga, Victoria Hand, and Carnage to start off. Danger Room is the first location. Pit of Exile. What do we do here? Do we go Firehair? Let's play Firehair. Cloak. So we can move Firehair. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. So we're gonna move Firehair. Let's go Victoria Hand and we'll play Frigga next turn. Multiple man, that's interesting.
Opponent snapped.
Let's play Frigga and Hood. And then we'll play Lady Deathstrike next to copy the Hood. Ooh, we got Moira X. Fire. So they snap on us. Let's snap back. Let's snap back. We get another demon. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to get rid of like, what do we want to do here? Are we gonna go Moira? Mirage. Carnage. Let's do this. Craven. Rocket. Which is fine. This has to be a bot. Yeah, this is a bot. Hands full. It's okay. We'll go Victoria and Demon. This should be okay. 2. We could play Mirage, get some intel. Or not. Or not. Let's see here. So we have Mirage here. We do have Victoria Hand with Sinister London, which can go crazy. Get Surge from them. Let's go Surge. Uncle Ben. Why not? Windpool, but we do have Shadow King. Let's go Hood. Lady Deathstrike. Fallen one. So we get 2 demons and we have potential for 2 Victoria Hands to go crazy.
Great power comes.
Oh, we're screwed over there, huh? So we don't have Prime, which is totally fine. Let's play Victoria and Shadow King, Demon. And maybe this is enough? Sorry, Moira. She didn't make the cut. Oh, that Shadow King's gonna go burr. GG's, that was crazy.
Victory.
Uncle Ben, Lady Deathstrike to start off. We have Peak, so we lose Killmonger, and we gain a Quicksilver. So we're gonna hope that Moira shows up. And then we have New York. It's our second location. Why not? Let's play Victoria Ann. Domino. Sacred Timeline. Let's go Mirage to get some intel on them. Maybe I made a mistake by playing Victoria Ann in the middle, especially with Lady Deathstrike, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. We're just playing. We're playing cards. We're having fun here. All right, so I get my Killmonger back. Let's go Killmonger in the middle.
I want the throne. Great power comes.
We have speed. Let's go Hood. I think we could go Hood and Misery. We have 2 demons. Dark Hawk, okay. That's scary. This is ongoing, right? You have Demon, Frigga. I don't want to fill Sacred Timeline just in case they have a Ronin. I think we win this. Because they didn't discard anything, so they're not running... Yeah, so they're playing the middle. Killmonger.
I want the throne.
Swing and miss. There we go.